All right, everyone, Johnny Rocket here with another video series. We're gonna teach another adult beginner how to swim. He had a near drowning experience when he was young, kept him away from the water for years. We're gonna go 4 days, 2 hours each day, and then we're gonna see him progress from beginner to somewhat of an expert in just 4 days. Here we go, let's rock it. Shoulder. Yes, that's the best pineapple he's done yet. Oh wow, nice. One more. Thank you, Jesus. He's here with you, man. Trust me. We're gonna do is have you get used to the way water moves you around. So water is kind of like being in space. It's like it makes you float. But if you try to stand up out of water, then you're half in space and half out of space. So this is gonna make you way more tippy. So we want to get low. So lower your shoulders into the water, bend your knees, spread your arms apart. You can hold my hands if you want. Right here. Now this might make you feel uncomfortable because the water is now over your heart. Okay, near your chin. You're good? Okay, good. So we're gonna move around a little bit, and I want you to realize, when you lift your feet off the ground, you're floating for just a half second there. It's floating. It's everything in the water keeps you up so long as there's air in your lungs. With the air in your lungs, it's like you've got a life vest that'll keep you up. Now, as soon as you blow that air out, it's harder. Don't blow your air out. Always keep your lungs filled with air. Okay. The other thing is when you're in the water, always stay low. The higher you try to be, the harder it is. If you stay low, you can work with the waves. Yeah. So I want you to get used to it now. Going sideways a little bit. Go sideways. Come back the other way. Good. Yeah. Now I want you to push the water towards me. Push it towards me. So you have the ability to move water. You have the power to move water. Now I want you to pull yourself back to the wall. Pull yourself back to the wall. Every time you hop, pull yourself back to the wall. Yep. Hop and pull. Hop and pull. Nice. So I want him getting used to the way water moves as well as the way water moves him. Because it's not always going to be, when a lot of beginners get in the water, they'll feel as if the water's pushing them around. I want you to feel like you're the one pushing the water around. You're in control. The water can't push you very hard, especially in pools. Maybe if you were in an ocean or a rushing river, but then you should have a life vest on. You should be with some professionals. But in a pool, you don't want the waves to feel like they're pushing you around. You want to feel like you're pushing the waves around. You're in control. All right. From here, we're going to go into some bobs by getting his chin wet, his mouth wet, nose wet, eyes wet, head wet. But we're gonna get some goggles on before we do that, okay? Now the reason I like goggles for swimmers who are learning how to put their face in the water is because it makes it way less scary. If you can see underwater, it makes it a lot less intimidating. Without goggles, you might be afraid when you go into water because you're closing your eyes, so everything is dark and unknown. So the first thing I want you to do is just get your chin near the water. Have you ever put your face all the way underwater before? Yeah. You can? Yeah. Okay, let's try it. Ready? All the way under. And come up, and come up. Good. Now, do you get any water up your nose when you do that? Good. So a lot of people out there do get water up your nose. And if you're someone who gets water up your nose, you'll want to start breathing in with your mouth. And then when you go under, you want to start exhaling through your nose. But if you don't get water up your nose, then you don't need to do that. It's better if you're just using your mouth. Okay, let's go under again. Good. Another way to keep water from going up your nose is to make chipmunk cheeks. When you push pressure against the roof of your mouth and out through your cheeks, it kind of blocks off part of your nasal cavity, not allowing water to go through. Good. Now I'm going to teach you how to expel the water right when you come up. So once you come up out of the water, I want you to spit. And I don't want you to just, I want you to blow it away as if you were a dolphin or a whale that comes up and expels it through their hole. Right? Like this, watch. Okay? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Spit it out. Yeah. I need you to get more forceful about the spit, because when we start we're learning how to breathe to the side, you're going to be going like this. You're going to be spitting. So right now I want you to get better at spitting right when you come up. Yeah, there you go. Yep, just blow it all out and then take a deep breath in. Ready? Good, and then breathe it all in. Good. Yeah, controlling your breath in the water is a big deal. So now I want you to do 3 in a row. Down, up, blow, breathe. Down, up, blow, breathe. Down. Ready? Okay, not enough spitting. When you come up, you're opening your mouth to try and take in more air. But first, you got to blow the water away from your mouth. Yeah, so here's what I want you to do. I want you to do oompa, like Oompa Loompa from Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory. You're going to go... There we go. Good. So as you come up, you're expelling the air and then you're taking it back in. Good. Again. Good. Wait to pop out until you've already come all the way up. So like this. Yeah, go under, come up, and then pop. Under, up, pop, and then breathe in. Yeah, good. Come up. Yeah, there you go. That looks like you're in control. Now let's do 3 in a row like that. Yeah, that looks way better. Do you feel like you're more in control? Yeah. All right, good. So we're gonna do the next segment here, all right? The next segment for him is now to learn how to lift off his feet off the ground when he's got his face in the water. Okay, so he's gonna lift his face or his feet off the ground when he puts his face in the water like this. And then when he comes up, he's gonna put his feet back on the ground. That is just so that he gets used to feeling weightless while he's blowing out. It's a different phenomenon. Good. Do it like this. Pull your knees up in front of you. Okay. Yeah.
In front of me?
Yeah, in front of you, and put your face down in front of you too. There you go. And now stand up. Yeah, yeah. It's just like barely off the ground. Go underwater, look at my feet. Okay, very little off the ground, back on the ground. I'm trying to stay in control. Good. Yep, now put your feet on the ground. Good. Whenever you want to come back up from floating, slam your feet on the ground.
Okay.
Slam them down. Slam them down. Yeah, slam them down. Yeah, there you go. Yep. Yeah, yeah, nice. Do it on your own this time. I'll be here just in case. Stand up. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Good. Spread your feet apart wider.
Okay.
Give yourself more control. There you go. Nice. That way, if you were to tip one way or the other, you can still catch yourself instead of being like, ah, I'm falling and I can't get up. Yeah, nice. Good. Okay, so now I'm gonna get him on his back just to see how he floats a little bit on his back, and then we're gonna move into the kick. These are all very early stages learning. So it's learning how to redevelop a relationship with the water. It's learning how to be comfortable in what you once thought was a foreign, dangerous place to be. If you know how to breathe, all of a sudden you can stay calm. So when you learn anything like running, weightlifting, yoga, one of the first things you learn is how to breathe for that specific exercise. In swimming, it's no different. A lot of people think swimming is a sport of holding your breath. It's not. You don't hold your breath. You learn when to take your breath. If you are focused more on when to take your breath rather than holding your breath, your swim experience is going to be way more enjoyable. So here's what I'm gonna have you do next. I'm gonna hold the back of your head and I'm gonna have you float on your back. You're gonna get a little bit of tickle in your ears. That's because when you float on your back, water goes in through your ears, and the way your ear cavities are inside your head, they fill up with water when you're on your back. When you're on your belly, that doesn't happen. Nothing happens to your ears. But when you're on your back, there's gonna be a little bit of water that tickles your ears. I'm gonna let that happen, and I'm gonna help you shake it out a little bit and then get used to it by breathing through it, okay? All right, so I'm gonna hold the back of his head. If you're an instructor out there, I recommend the football hold. You hold this like this, and you treat his head like it's a football, and you hold it back like this. That forces him to get his own legs up, his own belly up. Yeah, there you go. And when you're on your back, you want your legs, you want your feet and your hands underwater. Everything else, yeah, everything else can come up like your belly and your chin. There you go. Now I'm gonna have you stand up by pulling your knees to your chest and then putting your feet on the ground. Knees to chest first. Yeah, knees to chest first and then feet on the ground. It's kind of like you're sitting up in bed. When you dismount from a back float, I want you to look like this. If you're sitting up in bed. So your head comes up and your knees come in. From here, you'll notice that your feet naturally find their way to the ground. But if you want to make it a 3-step process, it's head up, knees to chest, feet to ground. Head up, knees to chest, feet to ground. All right, turn around and float back this way. Head back. I've got you. Chin up. Put your chin back. Good. Belly up. Stretch out nice and tall. And now this time I want you to close your eyes and imagine yourself floating in space, outer space. That's what water's like. Astronauts train in the water because it's a lot like space. And when you think of it like that, all of a sudden you realize you can do whatever you want. You can flip, you could spin, you could kick, you could pull, you can do whatever you want because you're in space. If ever you needed a breath, you would sit up and put your feet on the ground. Ready? Yeah. All right, so now I'm gonna have him start kicking a little bit, but before I have him kicking on his back, I'm gonna make him kick over there on the stairs, just so I can test the strength of his kick, okay? Come on over here, I'm gonna have you sit down. And I'm gonna have you kick your feet out in front of you while I teach you a little bit about the kick. So the kick, yeah, keep your bottom on the stairs. Keep your bottom on the stairs. Yep.
Floating.
Yeah, you're floating, exactly, you're
I can't
floating.
just sit on.
So if you can't really sit on, get your bottom closer to that back step. Yeah, there we go. All right, so now when we kick our feet, go ahead and start kicking. Most people ask me, is it straight legs or bent knees? That's not really the important part. If your legs are too straight, like right now he's almost locking his knees, I want him to bend his knees a little bit more. Bend his knees a little bit more. If you're someone who is running in the water, well then I might tell you to stretch your legs out. But the goal of kicking in the water is to roll the water off the toes this way, to push water that way. And the only way we're gonna find out if he can push water that way is by putting a kickboard in front of him and having him kick the water to push the kickboard away. Kick. Yeah, good. Now stop. And watch me do it. So, when you're kicking, especially on your back with your toes up, you want to keep it all underwater. When you're on your belly, it's okay to splash. It's good to splash. When you're on your back, you want to keep it all underwater. Okay, now watch. It's like you're boiling the water. It's a really small kick, and it's all in the toes. It's all in the toes. I'm just fluttering my toes. I'm using my knees, my quads, and everything to just flutter the toes as easily and as fast and rapidly as I can. Okay? Keep it going, keep it going. Good. I see a boil. Yes, good. 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 And stop. That's not easy to do. No. Take a break. We're gonna do it one more time. 3, 2, 1, kick. Good. Good. And stop. Good. So we've got his kick going. The next step will be to add his kick to his back float so that he can start feeling like he's moving around a little bit on his own right away within 30 minutes of our first day. Your kick in swimming is like the engine on the back of a boat. Now our bodies are unique. The human body has paddles, our arms, and an engine, our kick. Depending on what stage of your learning you're in, sometimes the kick is more important and other times the pull is more important. But for right now, we're gonna have him just kicking because we're still using his arms to stabilize him in water for floating. So I'm gonna get his kick going. So at the very beginning stages of learning, usually I would start with the kick, not the pull. All right, so now I'm gonna have you on your back. I'm gonna hold you and you're just gonna be kicking like that. Just little bitty kicks. I'm gonna hold you up, you're gonna be doing little bitty kicks. Chin up, yeah. And start kicking, good. Little flutters, I'll keep you up. Stretch your belly out like you're arching your back. Arch your back a little bit. Yeah. Pull your legs down and pull your belly out. All right, now dismount. Sit up first, knees in, and feet to the ground. Good, that one I helped way less. I helped way less on that one. Belly up. Arch your back. That's all right, arch your back. Arch your back. Don't sit down in the water, lay back in bed. Lay back in bed. And stand up. My bad, I didn't say it loud enough. Stand up, good. Good. So when you are when you're trying to stretch your belly out, you want to you have two options: arch your back, or pretend like you're fat Santa Claus and just like make a fat belly. That usually brings it up too. Your bottom sinks, and that's because when you get in water as a beginner, your core is tight because you're still a little bit out of control. You feel like you need to maintain control. I need you to loosen up, relax, let me control you, and then I'll teach you how to regain the control through kicking and paddling, not through your core necessarily. So the best way to float on your back is to arch your back or push your belly up like you're fat Santa Claus, okay? I'm gonna have him go on his back again. You're bold, Put your feet on the ground, you're bold. I like it, that means you're gonna learn fast. You're trying new things on your own already. Okay, so chin up. And now arch your back or push your belly up like you're fat. Yeah, one of those will work eventually. Keep doing it. Yeah, here we go. Arch your lower back again. Let your knees bend more too, that might help. Okay, now stand up, sit up, knees in, feet on the ground. Hey, I didn't really help with that one at all. I initiated his push up, but then he stood up on his own. Well done. Chin up. Now belly up, arch your back, push it up, make it fat. Okay, now stand up. Nice. So I'm letting you do that a little bit more and more so that you start to anticipate it the next time you stand up. Now I'm gonna get him kicking on his belly a little bit. So he got used to what it feels like to be on his back. Oftentimes, beginners do not like being on their back. So I don't spend a lot of time in this moment. I teach it and we move on, and then each day we'll come back to it and he'll get more and more comfortable each day. If you try to force a swimmer to do everything on his back on his first day, he will quit swimming because you're just looking up at nothing and it's like scary and the unknown is what makes us all afraid a little bit. So we're gonna move on now to kicking on his belly. I'm gonna get a kickboard out for this. and I'm gonna be pulling him a little bit. We're gonna get close to the deep end, but we're not gonna go in the deep end today. I never force anyone who's never been in the deep end to go in the deep end on their first day, maybe sometimes not even their first 2 days, just so that we've established a level of trust. Yes, I know I could get you to do it in the first day, but I won't do it just because there needs to be a level of trust between us. If you find this helpful, remember, schedule your own trip with me. You can text the number on the screen right here, or you can email us at the email address right here. And when you schedule your trip with us, we usually schedule it for 4 days, Monday through Thursday or Thursday through Sunday, 2 hours each day. We'll get you swimming. Let me show back to you. So now we're gonna work on kicking on your belly. We're gonna have your hands at the top of this board, and this is called a kick board. This will allow you to, this will allow you to hold on to something that forces you to kick only. Some people find this restrictive. I want you to find it freeing. This kickboard can allow you to go wherever you want because you can hold on to it and kick. Not today, but eventually that's the case, okay? So to pull you forwards. Now, when we're on the kickboard, you always want to keep your arms fully stretched. Keep your chin up and breathe. Good, breathe with your mouth. Yeah.
Feet are attacking the ground.
Are they?
I thought that I'm kind of silly.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna have you start kicking. We might need to move over to that side because that's a little deeper water. Okay, kick up to the surface. Yeah, bring your heels up to the surface. I got you. Good, and bring your knees to your chest and stand up. Good, good. So when you're learning how to kick, sometimes you need a little extra momentum. We're gonna put the fins on early today because I'm gonna teach him how to use his kick.
My feet don't come on the surface. Under the wall.
Yeah, in order to bring them up to the surface, kick your heels up to your bottom, like this. Right now, you're just kicking down.
Yeah.
I want you to kick down and up. Down and up. Okay? It's a 2-directional kick. Kick down and up. Here we go. Here we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now we're flying. And stand up. And stand up. Good. You're not falling all the way over is because I'm pulling you forward. If you can, think about pushing forwards. Keep everything going in a forward straight line and it'll go side to side less. If you're thinking about the balance, it's gonna ruin it. If you're thinking about forwards momentum, you'll stay in a much more balanced line. Arms stretched. Forwards, forwards, forwards. Yeah, I felt it. I felt you give up. Nice. Give in, more like. And stand up. Okay, now I want you to notice how tired you are. Kicking, your leg muscles are so big that it wears you out really fast. Makes you tired super quickly. So we always start with a little bit of kicking and then we move on because it gets you warmed up and then you feel good to go. But today we're gonna keep kicking. Fins are a great training resource because they're like training wheels. It helps you learn things faster. For anyone out there who thinks that it's possible to overuse fins, I would say that that's hard to get to. It's hard to get to that point. It's very difficult to become fin dependent. It's more so if you use them in the right way, you'll never have fin dependency. For instance, I'll put them on, we'll take them off, we'll put them on, we'll take them off, and I'll usually only use them to teach new things or to help a swimmer feel extra fast before they get out of the water at the end of the day. So now that he's got fins on, he's gonna feel a lot more competent and confident that he can learn new things. Hands on top of the board, arms stay soft. Yeah, you hold it at the top, hold it, yep. And then the arms always stay straight. If you bend your elbows, you're gonna tip off. If you keep them straight, you're gonna stay balanced. Yeah. Way more fun, huh? Now, standing up in fins is tricky. Bring your knees all the way to your chest. That wasn't tricky at all. You figured that out pretty quickly. Fast feet. Okay, your feet don't need to make a lot of movement with fins. Let them just kind of rest back there and barely kick it all. Yeah, a little bit of up and down movement, but barely anything at all. Good. Does that feel way better? Yeah, you like that? All right, good. So I want to see if you can do a little bit on your own. So back up to the wall, and then you're going to kick to the flags right here. To me. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. I wanted you to test that because I wanted to see if how reliant you are on your arms. I was holding your board the whole time, and I thought to myself, I'm not sure if he actually needs this or not, but it does look like you do. When you're walking in fins, walk backwards. Okay. Makes it way easier. Okay, so this time, pull the board up. Don't push it down. Pull it up. I'll let your face go in the water a little bit. Hold your breath. Good, good. Try to only use your kick. Go ahead. Only the kick, only the kick. Good. Pull the board up. Good. Your face might go underwater, and that's okay. And stand up. Good. All right. So now I'm gonna have you put your face or your forehead down on the board. So the next step is to put your forehead down between your arms and let it rest right there on the edge of the kickboard. Okay? And you're only gonna do that for about 2 seconds, and then you're gonna hear me say, breathe, breathe. That means it's time to breathe, because in swimming, we always wanna take our breath before we need it. We don't wanna wait till we've held our breath for too long, and now we're desperate for air. We always wanna take the breath before we need it. Anticipate the breath. As soon as you're done taking one breath, start thinking about when the next one is coming. Take it early, okay? 3, 2, 1. Fast feet. Good. Breathe. And back under. Good. Stand up. Good. A little bit more independence now. You're starting to figure out how to move at least a couple of yards.
Out, stand up.
Yeah, how to stand up in fins is super hard. How to stand up. We made a video about how to stand up in the water because of that. Don't worry, you're not the only one. It's everyone. Every single person has that problem.
As you get up.
Yeah, it is. Now, the second thing I want to try I want to do the same thing without the kickboard. So your arms are going to be out in front like there is a kickboard, but there is not. And you're just going to kick a few yards, and then I'm going to help you stand up. Stand up. Good. Okay, gather yourself. Go again. Stand up. Good. Pretty easy, isn't it? Good. And I'm going to drop my hands on this one, okay? Here we go. Good. Stand up. Good. You're really good at becoming airtight, so it's okay to put your face in the water. Since you're airtight, go ahead and put your face in the water. You're holding your breath anyways. If you're holding your breath and your head is above water, now you're just sinking yourself. If you're holding your breath, you might as well put your face in the water so that your head doesn't sink you. Okay, and then I'll help you come up. Good, stand up. Yeah, see, that was so much better, wasn't it? Once you put your face in the water, everything got lighter. It was easier. Okay? 3, 2, 1. Yeah, man, you're getting really good at that. As an instructor, I can tell how he's getting better because he's putting pressure on my hands. You're watching us, right? The less pressure he puts on my hands, the better of a job he's doing, because he's able to kind of hold his arms up on his own. But for a lot of beginners, they want to pull down on the water so badly because that's their instinct in order to get their head up. And their head is what they're trying to keep alive and dry because that's where they know they're gonna breathe. So if you can push your hands forward and maybe even pull them up a little bit towards the surface, that'll help get rid of that urge to push them down. So if you just let them go out in front of you and don't think about them, well, then they're gonna push down. You're gonna use your instincts. But if you put them out there and you give them a job to do, like stretch forward and pull up, all of a sudden, they won't be as inclined to pull down naturally. Yes, just like that. That was awesome. Felt that? Fun, wasn't it? So now push it and keep them up on your own. Yeah, good. You're gaining control. Gaining control. Still got you. Still got you. Good. Now, I bet you're worried about how low you started swimming there. Don't worry. Don't ever worry about how low you might start swimming. If you're starting to go low, kick faster and pull your hands up to the surface, and you'll watch your body rise right back up all on its own. Because when your hands are in front of you, or whatever is the farthest body part in front of you, that's what you're using for directional purposes. So if my hands are in front of me, that's my wheel. If I push my hands down, I'll go down. If I turn my hands to the side, I'll go to the side. Other side, same thing. If I pull them up, my body will start to rise up until it can't rise any longer. Now it's gonna start to sink again. So what I want him to do now, what I want you to do now, when you push those hands out in front of you, if you start to sink, pull the hands up and kick really fast. Resurface all on your own, okay? You can do it right here. 3, 2, 1. Okay, sink, pull up. Good, good, wow. So your shoulders are so strong that your hands came all the way out of the water. That's plenty. You don't want your hands to come all the way out of the water just because that starts to sink you. I didn't think you were gonna get them up that high. That was impressive. So keep them right there at the surface. Don't bring them up. Yeah, don't bring them over the water. I mean. All right, turn around, let's go again. Good. Starting to feel pretty smooth, right? Yeah. Soon I'll teach you how to take a breath in the middle of it all too. But for now, keep holding your breath. You're doing really well. You're learning how to move on your own in the water. Ready? Go. Oh, okay. He was telling me I'm not done yet. He was pushing me back. He was saying, I'm not done. That's good.
Really?
Yeah, it felt like that. It was like, I was trying to pick him up, but he kept going. And I said, okay, you keep going. Don't ever stop him if they're determined to keep going. So right now I want to take a second and reiterate why we're having him start in this arms in front position. That's because the human body has 4 quadrants when you swim. Quadrant number 1 is from your fingertips to your head. Quadrant number 2 is from your head through your upper back. Quadrant number 3 is from your upper back through your hips or your glutes. And quadrant number 4 are your legs. So when you use all 4 quadrants the correct way, your body will feel incredibly balanced in the water. If you don't, you're gonna sink your legs. Here's how I know. When I keep my arms behind me in quadrants 2 and 3, my legs will sink real fast if I don't move at all in the water. Watch. My legs sunk. Now, if I have my arms in front of me, my legs will not sink. And that's because I'm properly balanced when my arms are in front. That's why I'm having him put his arms out in front. I don't want him using his arms yet, because if he does, it's all gonna be instincts and he's not gonna have any control. Right now, I'm giving him control by giving him balance in the water. 3, 2, 1. Good, now to stand up, you can start to stand up on your own with the fins. Just push down on the water and pull up with your knees at the same time. Okay, because you need to rotate your body from forwards to straight up. So you push down and knee jerk up at the same time. Okay, all right, try it again this way. And resurface. Good. You almost had it though. You brought your head forwards. I want you to push down first. You don't have to lift your head up. Push your feet, push down on the water, bring your knees up to your chest. Even if your face is still in the water, that's okay, watch. But once your feet are on the ground, well, then you can stand up. Don't try to lift your head up too soon. If you try to lift your head up too soon, you'll get caught in this limbo and you won't be able to actually stand up. Keep your head in the water until your feet are on the ground. Better, almost. You still lifted your head up right away. Keep it in the water until your feet are on the ground. All right, you got this. That head of yours, you want to lift it up so bad. Don't lift it up. I'm going to actually give you the commands. I'm going to give you the cues. I'll say, hey, okay, keep your head in the water, hands up, knees up, arms down. I'll give you the cues. That should help. We're almost ready for a break, and then I'll give you a little break. Okay, keep your head down, knees up. That was better. Good. Yeah, the cues sometimes helps. I know. Swimming's hard, isn't it?
It's fun.
It's so much fun. It's like a whole body experience. It's everything. It's lungs, arms, legs, core. You get water up your nose, it becomes part of the brain. All right, now we're gonna take a little break. So far, we've got him used to how the water moves. We've got him putting his face underwater and coming up and blowing out air forcefully so that he can control his breath when we come to the side breathing exercises here in the next couple days. We've also got him floating on his back and kicking a little bit on his back, as well as floating on his belly and kicking a little bit on his belly. In the second half of today, we're gonna get him kicking a little bit more, but with breathing on a rhythm so that he starts to anticipate how frequently he needs to breathe. It'll also allow him to re-establish his balance. But a small break in the middle also helps the swimmer to decompress what they've learned so far and allows them to recall it as a memory later, which expedites the learning process. All righty, everyone, we're gonna resume now for the second half of the first day. As a reminder, Nick is from Atlanta, Georgia. He's not from Austin, where we are right now. Even though I do my lessons here in Austin, I have people that come in from out of town all year long to take swim lessons with me for 4 short days, 2 hours each day. That sounds like something you'd be interested in, and you'll come down here, we'll get you swimming all on your own across the pool, and then when you go home, we keep following up with you with workouts and FaceTime calls to make sure that you're still progressing towards your goals. We also have online lessons available, which are done through FaceTime, where you send us a recording of your swimming from wherever you are in the world, and then I analyze it with you on a phone call, and we can talk about workouts that you do next and what to film next in order to keep progressing. All right, but let's jump back into part 2 of day 1. We're gonna be getting him to start breathing rhythmically now. So I want him to anticipate when to breathe while he's kicking. So one of the things I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna hold his arms the whole time while he's kicking. I'm gonna have him blow his bubbles out in the water, breathe in above the water. Blow bubbles, breathe in. Blow bubbles, breathe in. I'm just gonna hold him the whole way, okay? So I'm gonna hold your arms the whole time. Take a deep breath, blow your bubbles out, blow bubbles out. Now breathe, come up and breathe. Do it again. Breathe. Yeah, just keep doing it. Blow out, breathe in. Blow out, breathe in. Perfect. Blow out, breathe in. No, you thought that was wrong, but you finally got it. That whole letting it out as you come up, that's what I've been going for. Breathe. Yes! Blow it out and breathe. Yes! Blow it out and breathe. Wow, he learned this the fastest. Wow, you learned that so quickly. Breathe, and then just keep going through the breaths. Breathe. You got to do it on your own. You got to breathe on your own. Come up now. Yeah, do it frequently. And stand up. How close we got to the deep end. Look how high the water is on your shoulders. Yeah, dangerous, but you're gonna be good enough to be able to do it soon.
Dangerous.
Yep. All right, arms out in front. I want you to do your own breaths. I don't want to tell you when to breathe.
Okay.
So go under, blow out, come right back up and breathe in.
Okay.
I don't want you holding your breath for long at all. Because in swimming, if you start to hold your breath, your muscles tighten up and then you panic and then you stop.
Okay.
But if you're constantly breathing, you could keep going all day, you know, if your life depended on it. Oh, he's doing it on his own now. Pop it out. And stay. Good job. Good job. Normally I would go towards the kickboard next and do this again, but he had so much success holding on to me. I'm gonna try and actually avoid the kickboard probably for most of the rest of the day, because I wanna see him start to learn things with the confidence that he has when he's holding on to me. And that's okay. If we find something that works better than another thing, stick to that. Make it work. Man, yeah, so this looks good. Now, when you're underwater, blow a little bit of air out, and when you come out, blow the rest out. So when you go under, blow half your air out. When you come up, blow the rest out, and then breathe in. Okay, so blow a few bubbles out, blow the rest out, and then breathe in. Leave some in. Yep, leave some in. Come up, blow the rest out. Keep some. Yeah, that was better. Keep some air in. It all wants to come out, I know. Try only blowing out as you come back up. So watch it. Yeah, and then breathe back in. Good. I want to see you get the breath back in too. Come up, blow out, and then breathe it back in. Good. Now, real quick, stay up here. Keep kicking. Listen to me. Don't stop. Just keep your head up. Keep your head up. Keep your head up and listen. Breathe. I want you to blow all your air out and breathe in before you put your face back in the water. You don't have to do it quickly. Right now, you're breathing in a little bit, but water's coming over your mouth and you're going back in already. It's too soon. If the water's not off your face, then don't go back in. You can take 6, 7, 8 seconds up here if you want. That's fine. It's just that when you go back in, keep that brief because you want to come back up for more air. The air is more important than the head down. Take 2 breaths up here. Take 2. There we go. Something's got to change. 2 breaths. Yes, I saw it spit that time. I saw it spit that time too. Good. I might try and take a little bit. Oh no, I told the camera I wouldn't do that on day 1. Yes. You know what else has changed is your arms are super light. You're not putting pressure on me anymore, which means you're in control. Yes, if you're not putting pressure on my arms, you're in control. So on a couple of these, I might bounce my arms off yours while your head's in the water, and I'll bring it back to let you breathe, okay? Yeah, you're progressing really fast. Breathe twice, breathe twice. Breathe 3 times if you have to. Yeah, stand up. Dude, yes! That felt awesome, yeah? Okay, good. I want you to feel like you're actually doing it yourself all of a sudden. He's willing to make he's willing to take the chance or the risk in order to learn the new things because I'm here giving him that confidence. Take 2 relaxed breaths, 2 or 3. Good. I'm not holding him at all. I'm not holding him at all when he's got his face in the water, only when he breathes. This is huge improvement. Dan, stand up. Huge improvement. And go back on his back so that he gets to now practice both belly and back, one after another. You'll notice that he'll pick it up really quickly because his brain is decompressing one technique and reviewing another, and then decompressing the other technique and reviewing the first one. Stand up, knees to your chest, knees to your chest. Yeah. There you go. Well, we also kind of got crunched into the wall at my fault. So by switching from belly to back over and over and over again, one of those postures and techniques will be taking a break, decompressing, while the other one's working. And then we switch. And then we switch back and we keep switching. Pretty soon he's gonna be like, he's gonna keep recalling these techniques and these postures by memory, and he'll feel like he can go either way at any point and be fine. I didn't hear a breath. Blow it out and breathe. Yeah, I wasn't hearing a breath on the first come up. If I hear a breath in or out. Force it. Force the breath. The air wants to come out, the air wants to go in. He's gotten really good on his back. Watch this, folks. Doesn't take long. He's already got it figured out on his back. I'm gonna recorrect his head position every once in a while, but he's got this. Stand up, knees to chest, knees to chest. Let you sit up in bed, sit up in bed. Knees to chest, stand up. Good. He's getting better on his back faster than he is on his belly. That's interesting. Sometimes that happens, other times not. Most people come into the swimming and they think that they'll never be good on their back. But oftentimes I find that I can get them better on their back before I get them better on their belly. It's because you have air. When you have air, everything feels like you're in more control. When you're upside down and backwards like this, it might feel a little disorienting, and the water that tickles your ears might be uncomfortable, but you're going to be learning to kick faster, you'll be learning how to stay up easier, and it's a survival skill, so you'll be learning how to save your own life. Come up, blow out, breathe in. Good. Come up, blow out, breathe in. Come up, blow out, breathe in. Good. Come up, blow out. You didn't breathe in. Blow it out, breathe it in. Good, and stand up. Yeah. If ever you go back into the water without breathing in, don't
come out.
Yeah, no, don't stay in. Okay. Come out right away and fix that. Fix that. Your breath is more important than whatever technique you think you have to maintain. Back, belly up, pelvis up. Paddle the hands. Good. Now I'm gonna coach you through the dismount right now. When we get there, let your hands dip down and then pull them up as you lift your head up and pull your hips down. Okay, hands down and pull them up. Don't pause your kick. Don't pause it.
Okay.
Keep it going. Keep it going. Okay? The engine never stops. He's almost ready to roll. He's almost ready to roll. Belly back. Feel it. Breathe in front of you. Breathe in front of you. Right now, you don't have an arm down. Yeah. Good. Yeah, getting used to that breathing. The reason I said breathe in front of you is because right now you have two arms up. So oh man, dude, spit all over me. I don't care. Listen, I teach kids who will like throw up on my face. Like it is totally fine, bro. It's totally fine. I'm super vaccinated. All right, arms in front. Oh, we're going on our belly again. Good. Spit it. He didn't want to spit on me. What a sweet guy. Let's stand up. Good. Remember to breathe. breathe here. You're on your back. That's the advantage. You get to breathe. Don't have to look through. Okay. And arms down, pull them up. Hey, that kind of worked. I felt you spring off my hand with your head a little bit. Yeah, he's right. That is how he's doing. That's good. Now I can teach it to the next person that way. It's so fast. All right, dismount. Good, good. Every time I have to give you less help, I love it. I love it.
Kick looks great too.
The
kick
looks
looks so
phenomenal.
good.
So the next step is to go from belly to the back to breathe. Because if you can breathe on your back, then you can keep moving. And then when you're done breathing on your back, you can keep moving on your belly until you're ready to breathe again. So by learning how to roll between belly and back, you'll be able to keep moving for length, 1 lap, 2 laps, 3 laps. You'll be able to keep going.
If I go like that, you can pick me up.
Oh, easily, easily. Now here's how you do it. You're gonna pull one arm down to roll. Yeah, when you're ready to roll to your back, one arm's gonna go down and it's gonna pull you back. No, you don't have to put it behind your body. Pull back, it's gonna rotate your body onto your back, like this. See how it just opens me up? Yeah,
Out.
yeah, you're kind of just pulling backwards so that you can open up your window and breathe on your back. If you try to roll to your back with both arms in front, it doesn't really work. You have to pull down to roll. I'll help you with it, don't worry. I'm probably gonna keep your head up. Don't put your face in the water. We're gonna start on our belly, start on your belly. Turn around, start on your belly. Yep, I gotcha. You tripped on the fins. So, which arm do you think you're gonna pull down with? Okay, here we go. Keep your head up. Keep it up. No, keep your head up. Yeah, keep your head up. Good. Now, which arm do you want to pull down with? This one. Okay. So pull down with that arm. I'm gonna roll you to your back. Now lay your chin back and kick. Good. For a first time, that's pretty good. And sit up. Good job. For a first time, that's pretty good. So you pull and roll. Pull and roll. Good. All right, you can do it again. Keep your head up if you want. Roll. Good. Good. Dismount. Those arms. Let's go. Yeah, I'm not gonna give you the final push anymore. I'm gonna make you do it. Yep. So, that pull and roll. And then you just lay your head back. Isn't that fun? Makes it easy. 2, 1. Pull and roll. Lay your head back. Belly up. Now dismount. Yeah, good. Nice.
Drove 100,000 miles.
Oh, baby, you drove here?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I love it. All right. 100,000 miles. Wow, nice. That's better than I anticipated, dude. Dismount. Oh! That's right. Nice. You did that roll super easily, super smooth. It was really smooth. The other ones, you were like this. That one, you were like real smooth. More like a fish, as you would say. Yeah. Can you stand up? No, you're good. Okay, dismount. I wasn't sure if you were trying to stand up or not.
Yeah, I went Oxford.
Okay.
I missed the turn. I did.
You did, yeah, you missed the turn a little bit. So you got to pull down. You tried to go from here to here. You tried to elbow the
I
air.
have to come out.
You have to pull water.
Oh.
Yep, you have to pull water. That one still was too high. It was still too high.
Turn.
Yep. Yeah, it went out of the water. Pull down, because what you're doing is you're pulling yourself into a roll. You're not pulling up, pulling yourself kind of down to a roll. Because if you were to pull yourself up, then when you get to back, you're gonna land on the water. It doesn't look like I pulled myself down. To me, it felt like I pulled myself down. Arm just keeps wanting to come out of the water. When you do the pull, are you pulling yourself down? Well, remember to pull yourself down and forwards. Pull yourself down and forwards.
The other hand.
Other hand.
When I pull, I don't know what to do with this.
Ah!
So kinda.
My bad. Yeah. So you're gonna pull there, and then you're gonna pull down there too. So this one pulls down to this side. It rolls your body, and then this one pulls down too. Watch me. Pulling yourself into the roll. Better, but stick your chin back. You had the roll. The only reason you're not finishing is because your chin's down. All you gotta do to finish this is put your chin out. Get kicking more before you start the roll. You need more momentum. Watch, if I try to roll in place, water can go over my face very easily. But when I'm moving, like a boat, when it goes fast, it rises up. Same thing happens if you start kicking faster. It'll rise up. It'll be a lot easier. So maybe you need to start kicking before you roll. Don't roll right away. Get your momentum going first. Yeah, chin back. Yeah. That was much better. Chin up, chin up. Yeah, dismount. Oh, he said, let go, I'm doing this on my own. Whoa, I didn't even do it on his own. Nice. Dismount. I tried to help you, you said, no, I got this. Chin up. Yes. Breathe. Good. Okay, next step is for you to kick longer before rolling, like you kind of did just there actually. And then when you get to your back, get going fast. So now we're not gonna dismount until you've done both really well. Dismount. Hey, that was his first all light, no touch dismount. Perfect. If you want. What happened?
Too far away.
Huh?
Too far away.
Oh, I was too far away. Okay, gotcha. Good. Keep it up. Breathe. Kick. I'm not gonna let you stop. Control it. And dismount. Good. So you just now, through that experience, you just learned you can fix whatever mistake you just made if you keep going. Just keep going. Don't stop. The resets are okay. The resets are what I encourage you to do when you're first learning it. But if you've been following along now, we've been doing this for almost 2 hours. He's now at the point where I need him to push through any mistake he makes and try to recover while continuing to swim. Breathe. Good job. Yeah, good dismount. Now you're at 11. One more.
Thank you, Jesus.
He's here with you, man. Trust me. dismount. Yeah! I am definitely, especially after that one, definitely confident in going into tomorrow. You're gonna be able to do a lot more now. Now we gotta finish the day by backtracking where we started. So let me just roll you back on your back. We'll do a little bit of kicking and then we'll be done. A little bit of bobs. Good, you can relax, I'll get you. Good. Reason I like going back and finishing with whatever we started with that day is so that he now has gotten to the hardest part of the day and he's gonna go back through to what we learned earlier and it's gonna all come together easier for him because he's now tried something much harder than what he started with. So as we come back down from our mountaintop, he's gonna find that things are much easier, like the kicks or the back floats or the kickboard or anything like that. Everything's gonna get simpler. Even the breathing exercises will get much easier. All right, so now kick your legs until the kickboard goes away. Kick it away. Good. You're gonna feel like you have holes in your toes now that you don't have pins on. You got holes in your toes. Good. Stand up. We're gonna go through a couple of breathing bobs. Go. Good. And one more time. Good. You're done for the day, man. Okay. That's it. Well done.
Thank you. What a day.
What a day. You did it. You made it through 2 hours.
Water.
You were not only in the water, you were swimming on your own. Man, you're swimming on your own in day one. So today, we were able to get him redeveloping his relationship with the water by moving around, staying low, making it feel like it's outer space to him. We got him used to breathing in the water. Remember I said that breathing is so important no matter what sport or exercise you're doing. So learning how to breathe in water is very important. Then we got him floating on his back, kicking with the kickboard on his belly. Then we got him superhero kicking on his belly with his arms in front, taking a breath. We got him paddling and kicking on his back and breathing. Then we finished the day with helping him roll from belly all the way to his back. We call those the pineapples, and that is where we're gonna pick up tomorrow because we're gonna start teaching him how to breathe to the side over the next few days so that he can do a lap of freestyle or backstroke or breaststroke before this week is up. Well, that's all I have for you today. If you found this video helpful, splash that like button, subscribe to the channel for free, and consider becoming a member today. Check out the merch over on our digital store and follow us over on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, and Facebook for shorter clips and tips throughout the week. If you want to get in contact with me directly, you can text or email me right here. If you want your own private swim lessons in person or online, head over to our website and sign up today. Now grab a pair of goggles and get ready to rock.